Oh, 96.5 Bolton FM, the voice of the Bolton Family Community Corner. We've had a film crew in this evening and we've dragged them in. Quick chat to them before 9 o'clock. They are three folks from Ellaby Studios. Lee Bolton, we've had him before. Ages ago when you were doing something out of Breakmate, weren't you?
We did Charlie Me, our film, and now we're doing the Button Bashers here.
Bolton Bash.
The Button Bashers movie is what we're filming.
Right, and you're also joined by Lorraine. Good evening, Lorraine.
Hiya.
Squeeze up to...
I'm going to...
And of course, Chris Faith is here.
Yes, hello.
Good to see you. Thanks for all popping in, because we know you're busy. You look like you're moving in with all your stuff.
We're finished now.
Yeah.
We're done with wrap for today.
Okay. So what are you doing? What you making? You're making a movie or something?
It's an 80s computer game movie about the birth of the 80s games.
Yes.
How the industry has developed from basically little computers that everyone had in the homes, like
recording on cassette.
Remember? Yeah.
Tony used to do that.
Did you?
Program.
So you had a Spectrum, did you? Do you have a ZX81, Commodore 64, Atari?
All those.
I had a ZX Spectrum.
Did you?
With a 4-inch printer.
Did you?
Yeah.
They used to smell the printers, didn't they?
Well, what I did was I stopped smoking, and people said, "Well, I've never seen any benefit from stopping smoking." So I put the money I spent on cigarettes into a little box. At the end of the year, it was enough to buy the printer and the Spectrum as well.
You were posh. You were a printer at the time.
4 inches as well. What a big one!
Yes.
What year? It was about 70s, was it?
No,
82. 83 I bought it.
Yeah.
Right. So this filmmakers, tell us about the film you're making. Chris, tell us.
Well, as Lee says, it's about the birth of the computer game.
Yes.
And I play Mel Croucher, who's what he basically did. He used to play the tapes over the programs over the airwaves and let everyone.
This was on a British radio station.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, independent one.
And basically people would transport the games from the airwaves onto their systems, and he would make quiz games to say, come here, and they would follow, and it's like the birth of that and the future, obviously, of the industry.
Yeah, it's the first download, if you will. So that's what we've been filming here, basically, at Bolton FM today. So basically, everyone taped it on play and record. Remember, I used to do that years ago to set the radio, and then it's when they transport it onto the computer, like Chris said, and it's this. Then it went mad. It was crazy. So yeah, it's great.
So how long will the movie be?
Oh, it's a feature film.
Is it?
Yeah, last time we seen you were doing a short film.
That's right.
This is
Out of Breakmate.
This is Outbreak, mate. Yeah, great times, and that was Charlie.
A great learning curve. That's where you are now.
Great learning curve. Charlie Me, by the way, the film that we did when we did the last interview with you guys, that's on Amazon Prime now. So you can go on Amazon Prime and watch the film now, and it's done really well. For the Button Bashers movie,
Button Bashers movie.
The reason is in the 80s, every film was called something movie. Superman the movie, He-Man the movie, things like that. So that's why.
Button Bashers the movie.
Because it's an 80s base film.
Lorraine, what are you doing? What's your role in all this?
I've been producer, so
okay.
I've been obviously.
That'll be like herding cats, I would guess.
Well, it is with these lot. But yeah, no, I've just been obviously finding locations, helping casting, and doing all the paperwork.
How many people will be in the cast when it's
loads? I think.
Really? When you say feature, how long's that going to be?
We said it's basically about 100 minutes, 120 minutes.
That's
didn't
a long time.
Yeah. And the first opening we've done today, we've been filming at Bolton University and here.
Have you only just started filming?
We've done the interviews. We've been filming because it's an interview docudrama. So we've interviewed the people who made these games and worked in these systems. But the cutaways are what we've been filming now. So you'll see it. Someone said the best example is it's like Crime Watch but for games. So you'll see these recreations. Right. So that's what we started filming now. The recreations of what was in the interviews.
When do you think it will be finished?
That's the magic question, and everyone's
how
asking
long is
that.
a piece of string?
Yeah, I'll say as soon as. But we're going to go mad with distribution. Luckily, we've got some great contacts in the industry now. A learning curve from our last film. Our executive producer is Adam F. Goldberg, and if anyone watches The Goldbergs on Channel 4, I think it is. It's a massive programme, isn't it?
What's it about?
It's a crazy thing. It's based in the 80s. It's about how he grew up, and it's a great programme. But it's massive in America. It's getting bigger in the UK, and he's an American contact. So we've got these little people we can nudge and say, we've made this film in Bolton, let's get it out there to the States. I think it's got a great sort of Monty Python sort of feel to the film as well. It's crazy about what happened in the day. Yeah.
And I think also Bolton's now developing this reputation as a place for films, isn't it?
Yes.
Which I think, this is another part of its pedigree, so it can just grow and people may suddenly become more interested in Bolton as a place.
Do you have a
Yeah.
website for the benefit of us and our listeners so we can keep an eye on what you're up to?
We do. It's Ellaby Studios. ELERBY, which is my initials, LRB, if you will. But Ellaby. EllabyStudios.co.uk. Lorraine, the website for the Button Bashers movie is
thebuttonbashers.com.
That's easy to remember.
There, that's
Are you
easy
on
to
Twitter
remember.
as well?
We're on Twitter. We're on every sort of media you can think of.
_the bashers.
Because we're keen Twitterers in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We should start
That's
using
featuring
Twitter more.
later.
Okay. Right, listen, we'll better let you carry on.
Thanks, guys. We're
Thank
finished
you
today.
very much indeed for joining us.
Thank
We
you
wish
so
you
much.
best of luck. And keep in touch. Come and see us again.
Will do.
Give us a progress report and whenever you feel like.
Will do, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.